Hi Aries, this is your December reading for 2016. I'm going to try and keep them a little brief this month because I'm doing all the signs. Let's just get on with your reading then. Okay, so I see that in the past there's possibly been a secret revealed, and it could be to do with a relationship. Something that's come out, because I've got the moon in reverse here. Something that's come out, something that's been revealed just recently. I get the feeling that the energy was really good up until a point where things turned. And I get the feeling that it's something to do with love, possibly. This is the Queen of Cups reversed. And the Sun reversed as well. So I'm getting that things were really good up until a point, and then they've turned when these secrets kind of come to light or being revealed. I'm getting that there could be a female in your life that's possibly changed in how she reacts to you, possibly. She could she could just be coldly blanking you right now. She could also feel very emotional about the situation. It's like something's taken place where she could have let out a secret. She could have told you something, or he could have told you something if you're female. And then what they've told you, you've probably reacted a little. Maybe you could have overreacted to what was told you. And this could have turned the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Sun card in reverse. Because I'm getting that the main focus on the issue is the Knight of Cups. So this could possibly be you. This could be you wanting some form of relationship, trying to work on something to do with your emotional life, to do with the way you feel moving forward, to do with possibly just wanting love in your life and a relationship, maybe wanting more secure relationships. Because this night, he's like knee deep with his horse in the water. He wants relations, he wants that. But the card for you at the present time is the Hermit. Now, this is saying take some time to go into yourself, possibly. Like, from that darkness, his light can find what it is that he needs, what it is that he wants, what it is that he's searching for. But he has to go into that darkness to find it. And it could mean just spending a little bit of time on your own. It could be a split after this relationship. And it's just telling you to go inside of yourself a little bit and just to possibly think about your actions, maybe. I'm also getting, because of the distraction, this is the distraction card, and it's the Eight of Wands in reverse. Now, what this is telling me is possibly you could be waiting for some sort of communication that's just not coming in, or you don't feel that things are moving as fast as they should be, or you're not feeling love coming at you right now. But on a positive note, it could also signify that spiritually, with you going inside as the hermit, this could also signify that spiritually, possibly, you're moving up a level in some way. Or this situation is calling for you to move up a level in some way, emotionally. I mean, this isn't a love reading, but I'm just getting that this is the core situation. Like, if it isn't love, then it could be your emotional needs being met by others, possibly. But I'm getting that you need to go inside yourself, and no messages are coming in, nothing's coming into you, but don't let that distract you, because that is the distraction card. So, like, don't focus on the negative aspect of what's not coming in for you. Go inside yourself and focus on yourself, because in doing that, you can move up a next level. Because even though it's reversed, the wands are going up. If you look at it like that, instead of coming down in, they're going. You could look at it that they're going up. So that's a new level. That's something growing into a new level. But I think it's to do with relationships. I'm seeing that the helping card, though, is a bit strange, in that the card that's helping you is the Nine of Swords. So what I could also get from this is, yeah, it's helping you because this anxiety is allowing you to move forward. It's causing you to go inside yourself. You're not feeling the love. The joy that you was feeling has been taken down slightly because it's the sun in reverse. So, but I do get that it's all to do with the revealing of some information. Okay. So what we've got in the future positions now, we've got your new focus, which is conflict. Now, Aries, don't do it. Don't go looking for trouble this month. Don't go looking for conflict. Even if you feel that you're right, even if you feel that you should have the higher ground, so you should be able to make them know how you feel. I'm suggesting don't do that, because we've got the Hangman in reverse, which can talk of this a little bit of arrogance maybe, but I'm also seeing that it's possible that you've got all this energy and you don't know what to do with it. This could be from not getting no messages in. This could be driving you nuts, Aries. Like, seriously. You've got this anxiety. You've got no messages coming in. You're being forced to go within yourself. But the Hangman could be all this energy, but nowhere to go with it. And that could cause this conflict. But Aries, stay away from it, please, because we've got Justice in reverse. And also from that card, I get that you think you're right. And you may be. And you think this situation isn't fair. And you think that you're being hard done by in some sense. And maybe just because you're not being heard and you're not being able to tell anyone that you're right, because there's no contact for some reason. But be careful as well, because the Hangman, Justice in reverse, and the conflict card is speaking to me about imprisonment, Aries. Seriously, I don't want any of you to get locked up, arrested, or like, it could be time away. Seriously. Obviously this reading's not going to resonate with everyone, because I've picked up a pretty specific energy with this. So yeah, I'd say do not get into any conflicts. Go within yourself, because there's something to learn from this emotionally. There's something from this anxiety that will take you up a level spiritually, emotionally, somehow. Um, don't focus on the other person being reversed. Focus on yourself, Aries, and maybe possibly look at what your part in it was. I mean, if you did overreact to this secret, maybe there's a little blame there too, or maybe you feel like because of this secret that you're in the right, because this person shouldn't have kept this from you, or how dare they? But it's reversing your energy, Aries, so I would say take the focus off of that. You're wanting to get into relationships, you're wanting to get knee-deep in relationships, but I'm saying go inside yourself first. What we've also got from the wisdom of the oracle is a change in the wind. Now, what this is speaking of, Aries, is being in a transition period between one thing and another. It's that change that you've got to allow to happen. What we've also got is card 22, which is yin yang from the energy oracle. And what this is saying is that you've got a lot of yang energy right now. And yang is about action, fire. That's you, Aries. I mean, like, this is saying you've got a lot of that right now. And you need to direct it into the right place, possibly. Don't direct that yang energy into conflict right now. Please, Aries, back off from any conflict and go within yourself, and you will feel the karmic results as from that. Because if you feel like you're hard done by in some way, do this work on yourself, Aries. Do this work in yourself. Go inside yourself, and then you will be victorious, but in a different way to the way you're doing. In a different way to the way you're trying, possibly. Use this yang energy for something different, You need to maybe, possibly, not for relationships, but maybe, I don't know, in a more focus that energy on yourself rather than out into the world. The final card we've got is options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. Well, there you go, Aries. That's something you've got to focus on going forward. Use that yang energy for that. Focus on your career and the options that you have. This card talks about thinking outside the box, Aries. So maybe you need to challenge yourself in that way. I think if you leave that energy with the reversed old stuff and let it fall out, I think with this change in the wind, you can bring in a completely different change, Aries, and it will make you look a lot better, seriously, than don't resist the change and go into conflict mode, please. Try and work with the change, possibly focus this yang on your career, definitely. It's saying you've got options, but to think outside the box. Could be going back to school, it could be becoming a mentor, it could be retraining in some way, or it could be going for a job that you just completely never thought of before. And yeah, it's just saying to think out of the box. So that's all I've got for now. I just want to say thank you for listening, And I'm sorry if this doesn't resonate with you this month, but you can also look at your ascendant, rising sign, and moon to see if that helps give a little more clarity. Yeah, so thank you. Take care.